Welcome to English Phonetics and Pronunciation for Italian Speakers, Lesson 1. This series will be dedicated to the study and understanding of English vowel sounds for Italian speakers. I do believe, though, that everyone can benefit and learn lots through these mini lessons, not just Italian speakers, but just so you're aware, we will use Italian vowel sounds as a point of reference, especially in lesson number 2. So, even if you're not an Italian speaker, you're very welcome. We will start by understanding what vowel sounds are, what is the vowel space, and what is an IPA chart. If you've been following me on social media for a while, you know that I always compare learning how to speak a foreign language to learning how to play an instrument. Exactly like in music, you may encounter a musician who is incredibly talented and can play anything by ear. Absolute genius! They listen to the tune once and they can play back to you. Great, right? Unfortunately, we're not all that talented. Does that mean that I cannot learn how to play an instrument to a really high standard? Absolutely not. You learn how to read the notes on the music sheet, you learn the tempos and the rhythm, and you make yourself more familiar with the world of music. Now, we're not all going to be Mozart by studying, but we can become very good musicians. So this is what the study of phonetics will do to a language learner. Like reading a music sheet, understanding more how sounds work and how to reproduce them, you will be able to reach a really high level of accuracy when reproducing the sounds of the foreign language that you're studying. And to be fair, any foreign language, once you got the grips of it. So, before anything else, we need to start with one crucial question. What is a vowel sound? We've been taught from primary school which ones are vowels and which ones are consonant. But what makes a vowel and a consonant a consonant? In Italy, we're taught from the age of 5 that the vowels are a, e, I, o, u. But what makes them vowels? Good question, right? It has all to do with how the air flows out of your mouth. If the air flows freely out of your mouth, then you are producing a vowel sound. If the air is stopped, obstructed, or squeezed by different parts of your mouth, such as the tongue, your lips, the teeth, then you're going to be producing a consonant sound. K, b, g, for example. Great, so now we're talking about a space, a specific space within which the tongue can move freely in order to produce a vowel sound. The moment the tongue exits this space, the air will be somehow blocked or obstructed, and you're going to be producing a consonant sound. So linguists have tried to represent this space, and it looks like a grid. Have you ever seen anything like this before? This grid represents the space inside your mouth your tongue can move in order to create vowel sounds. And linguists placed different vowel sounds on this grid, and each position represents a different mouth, tongue, or even jaw position. So if you've ever seen vowel sounds represented on a grid like this, then you've seen an IPA vowel chart. IPA, careful, is not a beer, but it stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. Can you see all these symbols? These are called phonemes, and they are the symbols that you normally see on dictionaries. They represent a sound rather than a letter. For example, if you see this symbol, then this refers to the sound not to the letter M. So, for example, my husband's name in phonemes will be represented like this. And the sounds written down are S, A, S, A, Sam. So if you can read words transcribed in IPA, then you should be able to pronounce words correctly. Let's see how to read this chart. So the middle of your tongue moves in 4 main directions. Up, down, forward, and back. So looking at this grid, at the top we have our palate, at the bottom our tongue. Palate, tongue. Therefore, the sounds that are represented in the highest part of the chart will represent the sounds which see the tongue closest to the palate. So they're going to be more closed. The more we go down in the chart, the more the mouth will open. So at the bottom of the chart, we'll see them more open sounds. Ah. Are you following me? Fantastic. Now we have to think about the left-hand side, the middle, and the right-hand side of the chart. These areas represent how the tongue lays inside your mouth. It could be spread forward, it could be relaxed in the middle, or it could be withdrawn back. Look at these three positions. You can clearly see the tongue moving forward and backwards. Ah, ah. You can even hear the sound changing. When I started learning phonetics, I really struggled with the concept of the tongue moving forward and backwards because I couldn't actually feel it in my mouth. So I realized the position of my lips really helped me. At the front, you will see sounds that reflect a smile. E. A semi-open smile. E. A very open smile. Ah. Make sure you stretch your cheeks. Yay! In the middle, we will find sounds that are more relaxed, so your mouth is going to actually be more relaxed. Wow. At the back, we tend to have very round sounds, so your lips look more like a pout. Whoa. Now I say tend because in reality, all of these positions could have rounded lips or unrounded lips. So when we encounter a vowel sound, we need to determine three key factors. Is your mouth closed, mid-open, or very open? This will determine the height of your vowel on the chart. Is your tongue at the front, so spread forward? Can you see the tongue when you pronounce that vowel sound? Eh. Is it relaxed, so you can see a little bit of your tongue? Or is it back? You shouldn't see the tongue here. Ah. Eh. Ah. Ah. This will determine the left, middle, or right position on the chart. And finally, what do your lips look like? Are they rounded? Ooh. Oh. Or unrounded? Eh. Ah. So for example, we're going to start with the E sound, as in C, or as the Italian vowel sound in isola, E. Luckily, we have more or less the same sound in both languages. Let's ask ourselves the three questions. E. Is my mouth closed, mid-open, or open? E. Closed. E. Is my tongue forward, relaxed, or back? E. If we can't work that out, let's look at the lips. Are they smiling, relaxed, or pouting? E. Smiling. So it's going to be frontal. Finally, is this a rounded or unrounded sound? E. Definitely not rounded, right? Fantastic. So it's closed, frontal, and unrounded. Where would you position the E sound on the chart? The answer is here. Can you see it's really on the left-hand side, meaning the tongue is forward. We're smiling. It's really high up because it's a closed sound. We can see the tongue really close to the palate. In the next video, we'll apply this knowledge to Italian vowel sounds and place them on this chart. It is crucial to identify where the vowel sounds in your native language are. So whatever we have seen now, you should try to apply it to your own native language. We will do that with Italian as an example in the next video, but you should watch it even if you're not an Italian speaker to try to understand how to do this. And maybe you'll find lots of similarities between your language and Italian, for example. This is because with this method, we will use our own native vowel sounds as a point of reference, as a benchmark, in order to move and transition to the right mouth position in the foreign language that we're studying. I hope you enjoyed this. It's my very first more academic video. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. Just do anything you could possibly do to encourage me to do more.